Do you feel pushed and pulled in all directions? Do you feel that once you complete one task, 3 more pop up? Do you feel that you don't even have the time to delegate? The truth is, chaos does not have to be a way of life. Hi, my name is Laura Lee Rose. I'm a speaker and author. I am an expert in time and project management. I help busy professionals and entrepreneurs create effective systems so that they can comfortably delegate to others, be more profitable, and have time to enjoy life, even if they don't have the time to learn new technology or train their staff. I have a knack for turning big ideas into on-time and profitable projects. At the end of the day, I give people peace of mind.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of Thinking Like the Owner Radio, where we explore aspects of our professional development, both in the corporate environment as well as taking that big leap of owning our own business. Today, we are pleased to have with us Adam Lax. He is a speaker and a registered dietitian in Palm Beach County, Florida. He has been caring for patient dietary needs in the medical field for over 2 decades, and he is known as the Houdini of weight management, helping you to escape from the normal diet fads. It's a pleasure to have you here with us, Adam.
Laura, thank you so much. It's a great Monday morning.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you do?
Well, I am a nutritional lifestyle authority for about 23 years, and I am known as the Houdini of weight management because I help people break out of their weight-shackled prisons, even though they had failed at weight loss before. And at the end of the day, I get them off medication and help them lead a wonderful and joyous life, one meal at a time, guilt-free.
Excellent. And as a speaker and author myself, I help busy professionals and entrepreneurs create effective systems so that they can comfortably delegate to others and be more profitable. But one of the common excuses I hear from busy professionals and business owners is that we don't take the time to plan and prepare healthy meals. We also don't take the time to do what we all know we should be doing in regards to our healthy lifestyle. Intellectually, we all know that this isn't a good path to continue. So what are some easy steps that we can start with to get us back on the right path?
Well, Laura, it's a matter of planning your day around your meals, not your meals around your day. And if you follow a simple plan, it's all about being simple. People remember things in 3, 5, and 7. So I always say, always choose a protein, which usually is chicken, fish, turkey, beef, pork, or eggs. Protein at all meals. Number 2, eat at the same times of the day. We call it the 3-hour rule. And portion control. If you follow those 3 things on a daily basis when you plan your day around your meals, you will have success in your nutritional lifestyle. And also, I guarantee you will feel better when you're doing your tasks, being with your family, and enjoying life.
So scheduling those meal breaks every 3 hours, that kind of energizes you throughout the day.
Exactly. And a meal is a snack, and a snack is a meal, and whatever you want to call it. Because as long as you have that primary nutrient called protein, most people probably aren't aware that everything we eat turns to a form of sugar, known as what they call blood sugar or blood glucose. So I eat like a diabetic, and people might have a negative connotation about that. However, remember, everything turns to sugar, so a diabetic has to regulate their sugar even more diligently than the non-diabetic. So if I can eat like one, hey, you can call me one if you like. However, I know at the end of the day, my energy levels are high, and we have that stamina to get through, because you won't have your highs and lows when you're eating at a 3-hour interval. Most people eat at the response of hunger. when we were children, when we were babies, our mom or dad or people who raised us gave us a bottle or some kind of food source when we cried. And it's as simple as going backwards, like, wow, I never really thought about that. And today, people are still eating at the response of hunger rather than always having some source of energy to have as a machine. We model machines after the human body. So therefore, we need our gasoline, we need our fuel, we need great fuel to get through that day and then go to sleep and get a recharge. So we constantly have to be putting that energy in our body. So we don't have to do it in such large amounts. We could do it in small amounts.
So this is a proactive way to keep our body energized to avoid fatigue.
That is correct, because when the fuel is used up, it has to go to a reserve source. So our reserves are just a reserve of sugar, which will go back into the engine or the bloodstream. And really, it's just a low or a idling kind of energy, which doesn't give us a boost. However, when we're putting those better nutrients in our body through our meal planning, we definitely will have a better outcome when we are putting all those things together as far as a system.
So how do we start reprogramming our bodies to crave the healthy snacks versus a cracker or a potato chip or something that's not so healthy for us?
Great question. So, in our day that we are just moving like 10 miles a second, and we have to see where, number one, are we bringing our food with us? Is there something local that we can go dine at, a local place of wholesomeness, researching the places that we go. So knowing, you said a really key word is reprogramming. For those that are practicing nutrition and getting a certain result that they're not happy with, well, that's not working. So it's just a matter of reprogramming to say, okay, so how do I get 5 to 6 small meals in a day? Well, if people don't eat breakfast, breakfast is the most important part of the day. We were told that as children. So therefore, knowing why is because we slept 6, 7, 8 hours. Well, we weren't eating while we were sleeping. So therefore, when we get up in the morning, we need to put gas in the tank and to start our day with a breakfast. So if it's a small breakfast, remember rule number 1, protein at every meal. If one is not eating an animal source of protein, they can have a vegetarian type of protein, like peanut butter or other forms of grains that are high in protein as well. Or a protein shake. There's 2 kinds of protein. You have your vegetable and your animal whey protein as well. So that's the key thing, Laura Rose, is to reprogram ourselves, is to have a plan. People with a plan are planning to win. Those that are not are planning to fail. So it's just a matter of stepping forward and reprogramming. If you put your left shoe on first, we'll try the right and see how weird it feels. You'll definitely get a new outcome.
So what about the busy business owner that's always on the go and traveling, so they don't have the opportunity to prepare their meals before they go to work because they're on the road, they're at the hotel? What are some tips for those people that are living out of their suitcases?
Excellent question. Well, of course, having food sources available that aren't perishable. So a good quick energy source would be some kind of trail mix, not the one with the peanut and M&M. The one, and not the ones with so much dried fruit, because that's a high source of sugar. Now, trail mix is a high source of protein and fat because of the nuts, which will sustain someone longer than just eating chips, pretzels, and empty calorie foods. So, of course, we have to worry about perishability. if one has a little request a refrigerator in their room. A lot of hotel chains are providing those things at no charge as having a refrigerator. Of course, hydration. People forgetting hydration. I think people can slow down one's hunger or satiety definitely with liquids of a low-calorie source. They already have prepared health drinks, smoothie. One takes a blender or a NutriBullet with them. I mean, there are so many things, thank God, technology that are coming out today for the busy traveler that people are doing better, and there's so much more room for improvement. Also, before one travels, know where they're staying, what restaurants or what facilities provide what. Some people have food intolerances and food sensitivities, so therefore they really have to be regimented on those particular areas so they don't have a allergic reaction to those particular foods or an environment that might cause them some challenges.
Those are great tips. And another tip that I heard about going to a restaurant, sometimes you find yourself in a restaurant, not to be afraid to add or request for a substitute that's on their menu already. For instance, if you would enjoy a particular plate lunch, but it comes with some mashed potatoes, you can ask them to substitute for a vegetable that's already on their menu. For instance, if you notice that they have broccoli on a different plate, you can ask them to substitute your mashed potatoes with broccoli.
Most places are very accommodating. Number one, they want your business. Number two, they want you to be satisfied. Number three, hopefully they want you to be healthy. And what I tell the audience out there and those that don't have to settle anymore. Those who are settling are getting that result that they're getting now. For one to change or reprogram, my best advice is no longer settle. Everybody deserves the highest and the most optimum nutritional health. And sometimes people let that be the third space in their hierarchy of priorities. Well, it needs to go to the first, because without proper nutrition, then the health challenges arise, and then we're taking more medications, and it's just a spiraling effect. I'm here to, like you said, proact versus react. So proper planning prevents poor performance. I call it a 5P principle. Actually, my father, who was a businessman, taught me that a long time ago. And it works with any respect. Proper planning prevents poor performance. So whether laying out your...
One day everything goes nuts and you run out the door without preparing, and you know those dreaded vending machines are around the corner in every office building, what are some strategies to avoid them, or are there more healthy snacks in those vending machines that we have to look out for?
The industry is changing, Laura, as far as what people put in the vending machines. They are providing some sort of a healthier choice. Let's not animate or give power to food. You have power over food choices. Food does not have power over you. So if we're going to animate the vending machine as the terror of the town, well, let's make the powerful choice. Number one, we can step up to the vending machine and do a little visualization. It's like, okay, we have 20 choices there. And then say, well, what is my next meal going to be? So if you found something with some nuts or something that was lower in sugar or lower thing of a fruit source, or even the low-calorie beverages, vitamin water, something that might have been fortified with some extra nutrients versus something of a true fast food, those would be the areas that I would look at first. So number one, scan the menu or scan what's available. Number two, choose a choice, A, B, or C. It's part of my accountability formula of mindful eating. It's a 5-step process. So really, you got to stop, look, choose, vote, do it, and step to the right. So I'll repeat those. Stop, so you really get neutral in your choices. You look what's available, and you get in touch with what you used to choose versus a new choice.
Mm-hmm.
You choose. You could put choose and vote together because you're going to have A, B, C, D, or E, and then you're going to vote on 3, A, B, and C. So choose a vote, and then do it. You declare to the universe, you declare to the vending machine, I'm going to push D3, which is a bag of trail mix, no peanut, or even if it had peanut M&Ms in it, let's not eat the peanut M&Ms, because you're going to ask, does this food serve me in getting to my next meal or my nutritional lifestyle to the best of my ability? So stop, look, choose, vote, do it, and then step to the right. You start the process to the next thought process. So I call this an accountability formula, and this gives you power over the vending machine at all times.
Excellent. And then keep in mind what you said before is look for that protein in that snack.
Exactly. Because that's the everlasting, or not everlasting, it's just the long-lasting fuel that's going to stabilize you during the day. Because if one eats something that's high in carbohydrate or sugar, they're going to go high and then they're going to crash. And then we're back to square one. So any kind of protein, maybe some cheese and crackers, we definitely want to read the nutritional label on what's there. And I have to say the industry is getting better because some of the vending machines are refrigerated.
Ah, that's true.
Yes.
The other thing that came to mind is don't walk up to the vending machine tired. Maybe get a fresh glass of water in you, go to the restroom and splash some water on your face. Be energized when you walk up to the vending machine.
Exactly, and come with a different attitude.
Mm-hmm.
If you want an attitude, have an attitude of winning about the power of choice. Food starts with a thought, not with an F. That's what I say, and I say that out of love because I just love when people make those conscious. The word is conscious, not unconscious, choices when it comes to their health, because that just goes back to where the challenges of mindless eating come into play. They're not being mindful. So that intervention, what you said about splashing water, go with a fresh attitude when you say, okay, I'm going to get what I need and go. Grab and go and grab and know. So know what you're grabbing.
Excellent. I love those sound bites. Those are great. And
I love it.
I also know you're on the verge of launching some great programs. Can you tell us more about those?
Yes, I have a number of things going on, and right now, especially for the professionals out there and the companies that they work with, I'm launching a corporate wellness program that's making some headway as far as making an impact on where companies can save thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in their employee wellness and their employee insurance, and cutting down on co-pays and premiums for their company and helping their bottom line. That's just from a corporate wellness standpoint. For those who are individually looking for guidance in changing their nutritional lifestyle, I have a number of programs which are of a 3-month, 6-month, and a year program that are very intense. They are required to have a commitment level of 10 plus. Because if you don't have a commitment of 10 plus, there might be some challenges that you have to look at first. However, anybody can have a commitment level of 10 as long as they're willing to say yes and go with the details later. So those are the things that I really, really want to impress upon people. Is make a decision that if you don't make a decision, it's a form of self-doubt. And I learned that from one of my business coaches that you probably know. And a form of self-doubt is a form of self-abuse. And I learned this a long time ago, which really helped me. And no one needs to be abused, not even by themselves.
Great. And so how can people that's on the listening to this tape right now, how can they take advantage of those programs?
Well, I have a wonderful way of getting in touch with me. Those would go to www.infinity with a Y, infinityweightmanagement.com. You can press on click a schedule. And this young lady recommended this way to get in touch with other people that need me, and it's the most wonderful system, and I thank her so much. And I've really gotten a lot out of it. So just go on to www.infinityweightmanagement.com, press on click and schedule an appointment, and I'll be happy to give a 30-minute discovery call complimentary to see about your unique situation.
That's perfect. And for the people that are listening, could you spell out your website to make sure they write it down correctly?
Sure. That's I-N, F as in Frank, I-N-I, T as in Tom, Y, W-E-I, G as in Go, H as in Harry, T as in Tom, management, MANAGEMENT.com.
Great. And we're coming to the end of our program. There's one more question that I'd like to ask you. I know that the holiday season is right around the corner. We're going to have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. How do these seasons and winter in general affect our healthy lifestyle mindset, and how can we proactively prepare for that?
We find that during the holiday season, we find that everything revolves around food. Food is culture, food is love, food is holiday, food is celebration. So why can't every day be a holiday? What we do during the holidays, we do throughout the year. So, of course, we want to take a little more of a back seat and say, okay, we need to tone things down. Yes, we can have a little apple pie. Yes, we can have a pumpkin pie. A little slice of pumpkin pie. And most things around the holidays are sweet. So that involves a lot of sugar and also a lot of fat. So the thing is to see where you're at in your nutritional lifestyle, if one is on a plan, and if one is making some recipes that might have been in the family for a little while, let's see how we can make it a healthier alternative in replacing some of those high-fat, high-sugar ingredients with something more wholesome, of a little more of a fresh fruit in moderation as far as portion size, as well as a no-bake versus a bake. So you're going to find that once you make decisions to make every day a holiday, every day is your birthday, every day is Christmas, Easter, Halloween, and Thanksgiving, then you practice, then it becomes more fun. And there are power in numbers, so you don't have to do this alone. So there might be a fellow friend or family member that will be on the same page as you. So the buddy system really works.
That's great. And we've kind of come to the end of our allotted time. But thanks, Adam. I know I've learned quite a lot from your expertise today, even though I know we've only scratched the surface on this important topic. So just one more time, how can this audience reach you after this call?
Please contact me at infinityweightmanagement.com. That's Infinity, INFINITYWEIGhtmanagement.com.
Super. And once again, we've been talking with Adam Lax, the Houdini of weight management. And this is Laura Lee Rose. I help small business owners and busy professionals with their systems and business strategies. Until next time, just relax and breathe. Everything is unfolding perfectly.